Hello, I am Michael Hayes from Midnight Blue International. I am the author of the Bump and Jump Level Editor, along with Fubar, A Better Mousetrap, and many other Intellivision games and ROM hacks. You are watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to. And we are live.
All right.
First of all, thank you, Jeff, for being here as usual. And special guest tonight, Michael Hayes from Midnight Blue International, creator of many indie homebrew games over the years. And do you mind me calling it? Some don't mind me saying INTY, and some don't like it, INTV, or I say INTY all the time. I don't know why. Any thoughts on that? Any negative feelings about the term INTY, Michael?
Oh, no.
No.
You know, whatever it is, I have no preference. I've been called worse things.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, creator of many different homebrew games over the years. We'll talk about some different ones of those probably later on tonight, some of the ones that he's done. But today, we're specifically going to look at the games Fubar, and also, I should have put a little thing where I could have popped them up here, the box art, and I didn't do that. I should have done that. Fubar, and also X-Ray and Dilligas. I guess I can do this, can't I? I can put the overlay up. And there are the two boxes beside on the opposite sides of the Midnight Blue International logo. So Fubar, as you can tell, can be played on the ECS and get some benefits. And X-Ray and Dilligas is actually a 2-game-of-1 package, right, Mike?
Yep.
Right on. So let's take a look at the chat. See who's all here. Is already hopping. Hey, PJ, good to see you. Oh, I got to go over to the other screen. I got to keep forgetting. I got to look over here. So we got PJ is in the house. Thank you, PJ. I think it's gonna be good. These are games that that you can still get. I believe I just got recently X-Ray and Dilligas from Good Deal Games, and Fubar. If it's not available from Intellivision Revolution physical, which it may be, there may be some copies. It is definitely available digital from Intellivision Collector. Correct, Michael?
Yep, that's right.
Right on. Right on. So if we play these games, you decide you might like them because it's got a similarity. Fubar has a similarity to a game we probably all sort of know and love, and Jeff is exceptionally very, very familiar with it and has told me how great it is. I've never really played it very much, once or twice, and that's Splatoon. But anyway, yes. I digress. I'm getting off topic. Back to the chat. Hello, Jerome. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here again this week. He's playing some Donkey Kong Jr. on the 2600. And having more fun than the game looks. Yeah, that's true. And I've got a cat right here who just got out and walked across while I was out of the room before we started. Now wants back in. So, come here. Say hello, Coco. All right. There's my exercise for the day, too, at the same time. And Jerome says he's never played Fubar, but I just bought Amadar. So I don't think that's really related. But, hey, it does rhyme. And now you know where you get Fubar, too. Hey, Kurt Bradshaw, good to see you. And there is Junebug in the house. Hi, Junebug. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Benvril here. And, of course, the best Astro Smash Mondays game picker in history. That would definitely go to Salvatore. Good evening to you too, Salvatore. What's today? Today is Tuesday, right? So I will meet you in about 9 days. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to that. Is that about it? Oh, no, here we go. We got Metal Torso in the house as well. Cool. Thanks for being here, Metal Torso. Trying to scroll down. And Casey's here. Catch us tomorrow at work. It's as always his mom's birthday. He's having a family dinner. Absolutely. So early out there, eh? We do this. This is like 9 o'clock at night for me, and I'm the latest in the country pretty much, other than Newfoundland. And here Casey is on the opposite side, and he's the earliest spot in the country with it, unless you go out to like Hawaii or something. So
yeah, you guys have a 4-hour difference, right?
there's a 4-hour difference between the West Coast and where me here on the East Coast. I say the East Coast, Canadian Atlantic Coast. Oh, PJ's kicking in there. Happy birthday to Casey's mom. Yes, wish your mom happy birthday from us all.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sort of, maybe she wants to join the stream too, because nothing better than learning how to play Fubar on your birthday, right?
Exactly.
And X-Ray.
Miss So, thanks for being here, Miss So. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Oh, my scrolling down. Holy cow, still going strong here. Michael Doherty, good to see you, man. Right on. I think I saw somewhere I thought you were going to be at PRGE in the next couple of weeks too, on one of the posts on Facebook or something. If not, sorry. And if so, good. I look forward to meeting you as well. Make sure you tell me who you are when I see you. 68 Guerrero in the house. And Casey's mom said, thank you guys with a smile. So that's a great way to start right there. So why don't we start? Let's talk about Fubar just for a minute. First of all, actually, before we get to that, Jeff's not going to be playing any games today. We had him all set up with Fubar. We're in the process trying to get it going. But tell us the story of what happened here before the show.
Well, a couple of days ago, I came home from work, and this was sitting in the foyer as soon as I walked in.
Nice.
And we looked around, didn't know what it was from. So I figured, well, it's going to be a surprise for somebody. And I got a surprise when I went to go play my Intellivision to turn it on. I had to hook up the VCR, and I grabbed the cord. I got to nothing. And then I was like, well, now I know where it's from. So Tug has destroyed my Nintendo 64 AC adapter, my VCR. He ate a Amiibo yesterday or the day before.
That made for a good short, though.
Yeah. So I don't know. He's in a mood. Well, my wife, Celia, she's out of town. So I don't know if maybe he's extra crazy right now. But he's going around just eating everything he can.
He may be just that could affect the animal like that. They'll do stuff like that.
Could be anxiety. Yeah, he might just. So that's all right. We'll. Yeah, damn you, Tug.
Just as a
now
kitties.
I have 2 cats on my desk. So you were talking about one cat getting in your way, Mike, earlier when we were.
Yeah,
when we were getting
he's
ready.
settled down right now on top of my. You see this big stack of boxes right here. This is all going to Retro Game Con this weekend.
Yeah, that's a Syracuse, right? I think I asked that last night.
Yep, it's in Syracuse, New York. So I'm going to be leaving on Friday.
Syracuse, go see Michael at the Retro Game Con. It's called, right?
Yep.
And you're going to have, what are you going to have there for sale? You're going to have some. Your Rev's going to be
there.
Going
to have some of my new games. I'm going to have a lot of inventory from Intellivision Revolution, Electronite. A lot of really good games this time.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. That would be awesome. Oh, sorry, Michael, about not being a PRGE. I don't know why I was thinking that. Maybe it's something I saw. I see a lot of your posts on Facebook, and I think I might have been getting confused with something. And here's Metal Torso's comment, and it's classic. Damn you, Papa Pete and Tug.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. He is lucky he didn't get a Joel. Hopefully, maybe it wasn't plugged in, Jeff, was it?
It was not plugged in, no.
Oh, there you go.
I had my Switch plugged in instead.
Retro Game Con 10. So that's pretty cool. All right. So now, without any further ado, let's get on and talk a little bit about Fubar. Tell me about the game, like when you come out, when you created the game originally, like how long, what the process was, what inspired it, then the whole process of, because there was a long time between creating it and publishing it, correct?
Yes. Well, Fubar was actually, Fubar was one of the original ideas I had from like my early brainstorming sessions back in the late 90s. See, I was in graduate school in the 90s, and of course we know the indie scene was starting to build. and I was trying to like get it going off the ground. And Dilligas was one of the ideas I had from that brainstorm session, but also Fubar, because I wanted it to be a 4-player party game because, you know, I knew the ECS supported 2 extra controllers. Blue Sky Rangers already said so. So I came up with this idea for Fubar. And first, of course, I started with Same Game. I wrote that, showed it off at Philly Classic 2001. And of course, everybody enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everybody liked Same Game, which was cool. And then I went to
How
Philly
many
Classic
of those
again.
are in the world right now?
Oh, number 21, by the way.
Number
You
21.
can see that.
Okay, just if you were frozen, then it popped right up. That is
Number 21.
Cool. That is too cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So anyhow, so then I wrote Robots in 2003 for Philly Classic. Then in 2004, I set out to write the original prototype of Fubar. While I was writing Fubar, I took a week off from work and I just locked myself in my lab at the time. And I get a call from, it was Chris Nyman from Intellivision. And he said, you know, we'd like to publish Same Game. And I said, that's awesome. I'm working on this other game called Fubar. If I don't have it done in time, I'm going to add, I have Same Game, but then I have another game I added to Same Game. Right. And I'll send it over to you. So that, of course, became Same Game and Robots.
Yep.
Of course, the rest is history. But then I sat on Fubar. Part of the problem was, first of all, there was a slowdown issue when you had more than one AI.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other thing was because there was only so much, and I squeezed everything I could out of the available Intellivision RAM, but I could only get 4 AIs, and I wanted 8.
Gotcha.
So that was the other issue.
Plus,
it was also Plus, it was also annoying to have to put in all your settings every time.
Yeah.
So I sat on it until finally I found out that JLP was a thing.
Right.
So then what it did.
Oh, what year was that?
Oh boy, let me see. Probably, 2015 approximately.
You're
Plus
talking
INTY Basic became a thing.
This is we're pushing 15 years in the works then at this point, correct?
Pretty much, but yeah, I knew that JLP was going to be the catalyst that would make Fubar final release become possible finally.
Right.
So, and the other thing too was there were a couple things I didn't know at the time I wrote the prototype, which is why if I knew what I did when I started on the Fubar prototype, I would have made the canvas black, or I wouldn't have made it black to begin with. I would have made it white right from the get-go. It's something technical. So yeah, what I did was I rewrote Fubar from scratch, changed the canvas to white instead of black. Of course, you know, I used INTY Basic to write the menu system because it was all spaghetti code before, because it was all written on 100% assembly language. But the game engine itself, part of it's written in INTY Basic, but then I imported chunks of my original assembly code where it's time critical in the game engine. So yeah, that old assembly code went to good use, but it was actually just a series of miracles that it runs the way it does, because Fubar, it's actually utilizing pretty much all of the available CPU cycles of the Intellivision, because JLP takes just enough weight off.
Yeah.
But I was able to get my 8 AIs. I was able to get, again, no slowdown. It came in just in time. I had a blurb, which then, if you have, I didn't bring a copy of the book with me, Advanced Game Programming for Intellivision. Oscar Toledo Gutierrez put out a second book.
His advanced book. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He let me write Appendix E. So if you go to Appendix E of the second book, that's all my writing. But I put a chunk in there because it came down to the last CPU, like the last CPU cycles. In fact, when I even enabled the watchdog to see if there was going to be a stack overflow, the watchdog itself was just enough extra CPU cycles to trigger a stack overflow.
Oh, really? So
yeah,
the prevention or the monitoring is what actually caused the problem.
Well, yeah. So then I had to check to see. So I disabled it and I created like my own makeshift Stack Overflow like monitor.
Right.
That didn't take up any extra CPU cycles, and sure enough, it ran fine. So I knew it's like right at capacity. It's because again, what's happening is you have 8 AIs all running all at the same time, and that was the salient feature that I wanted. So
yeah, you managed to take this game from something that couldn't even be done, and then take it as the evolution of the engineering to get the most out of the system, to take it right to the brink of all it could handle.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it took JLP to pull it off.
No, understood. But JLP, keeping that in mind, are there any other games you think that use as much processing power because of the different AIs and such?
Right.
Any other games that are similar? Like, not necessarily you've done, but you'd be familiar with other games that have been created.
Well, yeah, there's again, as far as using JLP, of course, a lot of them use Flash, which is JLP.
Yeah. I mean, they use it to the extent or to the peak limit that Fubar does.
Oh, totally. Well, a lot of them do, of course. I'm looking down at the Electronite games. Now, my Electronite games, I have to keep them on the bottom shelf because the boxes are like 1 centimeter taller,
right?
Which is just enough for them not to fit right on the middle shelf here.
Yeah.
But I'm looking down at Defender of the Crown. I know Defender of the Crown uses JLP.
Yeah.
And of course, that's a fan. Here's the thing too. Defender of the Crown, Speak of the Devil, came out at the exact same time as Fubar. I was just like, you know what? It's a fantastic game. Because I knew Defender of the Crown was many, many years in the making too. And it's just like, you know what? I'm so glad. That's a thing now.
Boulder Dash too. Yeah. Okay.
Boulder Dash. That was another, goodie. Yeah. So many of the Electronite, because some of the Electronite games, of course, the Ninja Odyssey I'm looking at, TNT Cowboy, what's Brain Fart? Oh yeah, Anthropomorphic Force. We can't forget that one.
Anthropomorphic Force.
Yeah, that's another one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking down here at like Hover Bubber. I'm looking at Steamroller. All great games. Oh, Rick Dynamite. That's another. I don't know if Oh yeah, it is JLP because it saves to Flash. Rick Dynamite.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's another one. But yeah, thing though is, it's real easy though. Like you look at Fubar running, and it's real easy to look at it. It's just another game that looks like Snafu, but only running at 6 frames. It's real easy not to notice. There's 8 AIs all running concurrently.
Right. Well, on that note, talking about how everything runs at once, why don't we bring it up, and why don't you just walk us through, basically it'll just be me playing, but we'll look at the options and such, and I'll let you explain. I'll bring it up first.
Yep, okay. I see that. Yeah, I see. Yep, we got Willie in the chat, but yeah, Boulder Dash does. Yeah, that's another one that again pushes Intellivision to its limits. I remember that. Yeah, that was a great one. Clax.
Hey, Hasselhoff. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, Clax! I was super impressed. I remember when I got my copy of Clax and I played it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
Thank you, Hasselhoff. Right on, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Hasselhoff in a while. He's been busy.
Oh yes, I see.
All right. Well, I want to hit that button. What button do I want to hit? I want to hit this one right here. We'll bring it up. So there's Fubar. And so this is a game that can be hooked up to the ECS. Does it get any additional sound channels or sound music with the ECS?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we're not going to see that here today. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry. You'll hear it. You'll hear the difference.
Okay. But the other thing is that you can play 4 separate players, which I think we're going to do at PRGE.
Yes.
Casey is bringing the stuff to hook it up, so we're going to play 4-player Fubar. And Mike, who here would know this? This is something that I was taught a while back. What is the only game from the 125 that allows 4 players to play, and it is with the ECS?
It's World Cup Soccer.
I know you know.
Sorry.
I was asking the chat, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
World Cup Soccer. So that's pretty cool. So
I know there's a rumor that there's supposed to be a prototype version of Championship Tennis that supported 4-player.
Oh, really?
The release game does not.
No. Well, that would make sense, though, wouldn't it? Coming up nice ideas.
Yeah, because it was another deck style release.
Yeah. All right, let's start up Fubar, and we'll take a look here. Now, once again, if you're looking for this game, I don't know if you're going to find it physical, but the ROM is available at IntellivisionCollector.com. Physical, if it is available, it's an Intellivision Revolution release.
Uh-oh, we're not getting ECS.
No, we're not. It's not hooked to an ECS. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it would tell you right on the title screen, but that's okay.
Oh, would
But
it?
yeah.
Okay, that's just that. That's the type of stuff I was asking. Is there a big difference? So you could play it through ECS. It will look a little bit different. This is not through ECS.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it works with or without.
Yeah, I might be able to check that. I might be able to check that out later. Just started. I read Warlords.
Warlords.
Players on
That's
ECS. That would be amazing, Willie.
Yeah.
All right. So I know what I did when I played yesterday for a few minutes is I just hit number 1 and I went going, which is
yeah, that's the quick start
game. So you also have
so you
two different things you can change, which is the game settings and then player settings, correct?
Right. And you can you do either one because it'll take you to the same menu.
Okay.
And then of course you can save it to Flash, and then of course you have option 4, which is what you've already saved to Flash.
Right. I'm not going to get into the Flash because it won't. There's nothing going to be saved.
Right.
In this one.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
And of course,
so
Ultimate Pong is another 4-player game.
What is it? Oh, Ultimate Pong?
It has a 4-player option on there. Let's see. Okay, so you're at the options menu. All right. So yeah, I'll explain this here.
I'm trying to get back to the main
Okay. 5 to return, enter. 9 to play if you want to play.
Okay, I want to just back out of there, back to the main screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can't go back to the main screen.
Oh, I'll have to do that.
Yep.
I like the intro screen.
Thanks. Yeah, that's my standard Midnight Blue International sequence. Okay, so
let's go into game settings, and you can tell us what you can adjust.
Okay, so yeah. So here's pretty much half of what you can do here. So first of all, you have the game mode. That's option 0. So you would press 0 and then enter. So go ahead and do that now.
0, enter. Yep.
Yep. Now you got the Chiron down below that tells you what's going on here, but I'll explain. So right now, what the game mode does is it determines what happens when a round ends. So mode 1, that's called max paint. And max just means you're going to play for so many rounds. So you'll see how, like below it says game argument is how many rounds.
Gotcha. Yep.
So for max, you're going to set how many rounds you want, and then it's whoever has the max score at the end of those rounds.
Gotcha.
Paint means you get points based on the percentage of the canvas that's your color when the round ends. So
at the end of the round.
Yeah, if you've painted 15% of the canvas, say blue, the blue team is going to get 15 points.
Understood.
At the end of the round. That's how paint works.
Okay.
Yep. So
if there's basically 8 different types of games that you could play, like 8 different ways to win. Is that in this set?
Exactly. So yeah, I just explained to you number 1.
Yeah.
Game number 2, go ahead and hit 2 and enter. You'll see what happens. Yep.
Maximum
so this is max rounds. In round, whoever gets the most paint gets 100 points.
In each round, then it starts from scratch every round. So you're trying to win more rounds than anybody else.
Well, yeah, you always start from scratch every round anyhow.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So go ahead and 0 enter and then 3 enter. We'll look at number 3.
Yeah.
Now that's max ranks. Now ranks is just behind the scenes, but a rank is defined as how many other teams have less paint than you.
Understood.
So say if there's 4 teams active and you're in 3rd place, your rank would be 1 because you only have one team doing worse than you, and that's the team in 4th place. The best team at that point would have a rank of 3 because the other 3 teams have less paint. Now, the way ranks works is you get 20 points times your rank at the end of the round. So the best team would get 60 points, second team will get 40 points, third place will get 20 points, last place will get 0. Say in the case we have 4 teams.
You play a certain number of rounds, and that's how you determine the winner.
Cool. Same thing, yeah. So go ahead and 0 enter, 4 enter. I'll show you the 4th one.
Yeah.
So this is target paint. Now we go back to paint, rounds, ranks. This time it's target. Now what happens is instead of playing so many rounds, you play to a certain target score. So you'll see the game argument down below changed.
You can adjust that however you want.
Yep. So now it's score to win. So you can go anywhere from 100 to 1,000, and the default is 300.
Right.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yep.
Yep. And then
0.
Yep. 0 enter. And you can look at 5 and 6 if you like. And this is going to be target rounds, which again means basically
same thing, scoring by winning the round.
Yep. So you would basically you're winning 2 rounds to 10 rounds is what the argument is.
Gotcha.
0 enter, 6 enter. Now we have ranks. And again, you get 20 points times whatever your rank is.
And you go for a score, not a number of rounds.
Right. Yep. And now go ahead and 0 enter, 7 enter. We'll look at the last 2.
Okay.
Now we have elimination.
That's kind of neat if you have a bunch of people.
Yes. Elimination it's like musical chairs. Whoever does the worst is out. And so you'll see for that one, there's no argument. See that the game argument turned red, so it's grayed out, so to speak. It's unselectable.
Yeah, you can never change that. There's nothing there.
Exactly, because there's no argument. It's just the last team out, and then the game's over. And finally, we have elimination 2. Is the last mode.
Right there.
Now, this one, the difference between these is, now, normally in elimination 1, all the players on the eliminated team are removed from the game. They're gone.
Okay.
In elimination 2, they get reassigned as griefers. And griefers, as you'll find out, they just go around erasing everybody's paint. They don't participate.
Gotcha. They're like spoilers.
Yes. So they're just out to ruin the game for everybody else. So what happens is in elimination 2, you get more and more griefers. And it'll turn ugly. I mean, this is when people start throwing chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay. So
finally, and then the other ones should be, number 2. That's, pick whichever one you want here. Now that you know what they all are.
We'll go to 1. Just play a
number 1's probably
game.
I'd say. So we're set to 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Best score wins. And again, it's the percentage of the canvas that's your color is how many points you get. So number 2 is self-explanatory. That's how many seconds in each round.
Right, which is minorly adjustable there. Default.
Yeah.
What's density?
What's
that one mean?
I'm sorry?
What's density mean?
Yep, so that's next. So you remember how in Snafu you had certain game modes where you could have obstacles, right?
Okay, yeah. Oh, I
hear.
Yeah.
Yep. Density lets you adjust how much obstacles you want. So the way density basically works is it's kind of like a percentage. And there are 32 random spots where the game may or may not put an obstacle in that spot. The density is basically the percentage of probability. So the higher you set density, the more obstacles you're going to get. So it's a little bit more because you're not just saying yes or no, I want obstacles. You're kind of saying how much obstacles you want.
How many? Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's based on probability. So you're not going to get an exact number, but 25, then you're going to get about 8 obstacles because that's 25% of 32. And then finally, now we come down to the last option. It says hyperspace charge. Now, you probably already know you can use hyperspace, right?
Right.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is, of course, inevitably, you're going to get people following you.
Right.
Especially the CPUs, you may have noticed, are really aggressive. They'll just follow you around and erase everything you're doing. Right. So that's why you're going to want to teleport and get out of there so you can go, start working on another part of the canvas. Gotcha. Well, hyperspace charge, basically that's like how much cooldown before you're allowed to use hyperspace again after you've used it.
Right.
So if you set it all the way down to 1, you can just sit there and keep hyperspacing indefinitely. So 30 is a good cooldown because that's, how many game cycles. So that's about 5 seconds.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's about every 1/5 or 1/6 of a second. So that's all the settings here. So you can tweak something, you can return if you like.
And if I wanted just this was right now the way it is, that will be
Yep.
the default settings. If it just went in and hit that number 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit return because it didn't take me back where I wanted to go.
So then we have 1 through 8, and that's for setting up the players. Now,
Right.
If you look on the far right, you'll see a synopsis of all the players, and I could have done this a lot better. But right now, you'll see 1 and 2. Those ones just look like round paintbrushes with the player number stenciled out in the middle, right?
Right.
So 1 and 2, those are set to human players. 3 through 5, it looks like they look like, or no, 3 and 4 just look like smiley faces with scan lines. Oops. Okay, so we went to player 1. That's good.
I did, yeah.
So option 0, it says active 0 through 2. 0 means not active. 1 means playing as an AI, and 2 means human player.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. So right now it's set to human player, so that's player 1. So that's going to be the left controller.
So I'll leave that right alone.
Yep. So then we have the team. So there's 7 teams, and those are numbered 1 through 7. 0. Remember, the canvas is white by default. So if somebody's on team 0, they're just going to be a griefer. They're just going around unpainting everybody. They don't participate.
Just cleaning it up.
Yep. So
basically, they're vacuuming up the paint.
Pretty much. Did you want to see the others?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Like just say, okay. So for what you mean, the other one's in here. So what I'm saying is,
go back to menu 1. Oh yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah. So this is for player 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'll see right now player 2's team is set to 3. That's painting red. And then down beneath that, you have the color. That's the color of your paintbrush. That you can set it to whatever you want. And then you have the position. Now, sorry?
Where does it say, like, this is player 2? It's blue, isn't it?
Up at the top, it says player 2 setup.
Yeah, this is player 2.
Yep. The team, though, notice the team is set to 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it would be number 3.
Yeah, so player 2 is going to be painting red.
Okay.
Because team 3. And beneath that, the color is also set to 3. So player 2's paintbrush is orange. You'll see it like it's covered up by your Papa Pete logo. But all the way up in the top corner, there's the synopsis there. We've got the player 2 orange stencil with a red paint swatch under it. There you go.
There it is. Yep. Okay, so that's what he looks like there. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So that'll show you synopsis of what player 2 is doing right now. And now beneath that, option 3, it says position 0 through 8. The 8, like the canvas, is broken up into 8 squares. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top half of the canvas. Right. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom. 0. So 0 is the default, and that just means you're going to be placed in a random spot. 1 through 8 means you can assign somebody to a non-random position if you want. So yeah, that's if you want to force people in a certain spot every time instead of being random.
I'm thinking now maybe let's just set this up so I can go in. I'll play a game all by myself. So this number, the second human player, so I'll set it as AI.
So you know what you want to do? Right here, set player 2 to be an AI. So yeah, 0, enter.
And I'll hit a 1.
Yep. You got it.
No,
0 enter first.
Enter. And then
1 enter. Yep.
Enter. And it's now.
There you go. Yep. So see how now up in the corner, it looks like, again, a smiley face with scan lines.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So he's now an AI.
I'm going to return.
And so now players 2, 3, 4 are all AIs. And notice the other players, they kind of look like they have sort of like horns above and below.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're inactive.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So that's fine.
So right now it's just going to be you and 3 AIs. One's painting red, one's painting tan, one's painting yellow.
And I am painting blue.
Yep, you're painting blue.
Let's go ahead and play it, and then maybe we can see some of the things you were talking about.
And then go ahead and save it too to Flash, because why not? So ready to play, 9 enter. and then feel free to save it.
I don't think it will save anywhere because it's on the ultimate flashback.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Which
No problem.
Fine.
On LTL Flash, it would work, but that's fine. So go ahead and, yep. We'll just not save them. 0 enter. Here we go.
Where am I? I'm the number 1, and I'm just moving.
Yep.
Trying to. It's like Splatoon. I'm trying to make things.
Yep.
That's a blocker, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, those are the. I call them rubber stoppers in the manual, but yeah, they are. They're obstacles. Now, I'll give you a little tip.
Yeah.
When you're painting over somebody, you want to move not diagonally like you are. When you're when you're going over blank parts of the canvas, you'll want to move diagonally.
I'm not
just
going
to cover
diagonal,
more space.
straight up and down, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I call it orthogonally, but yeah, not diagonally when you're overriding people's paint. The numbers you see at the bottom during the round is your paint count. So you see here, it's got like a twinge of utopia mixed in with snafu.
Yes, I see that.
Yep. So you can quickly see everybody's paint counts to see who's up ahead, and then go after that color. And
Right.
2, 1, and end of the round. Here are your scores. Okay, you beat out 10. And so we got 4 rounds left. Yep.
Now, he hyperspaced.
Yeah, they'll do that though. The AIs are very smart. They know when it's wise to hyperspace out of there. They also, and again, they will follow you. They are ruthless. If you've got an AI on your tail, teleport out of there, because they will not leave you alone, and they'll just keep overriding everything you do. Yep. So I'm going to take a moment and see what's going on in chat, because I was too busy talking here.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks
Where'd
like
I go? Okay, and now I have I have a little bar till I can hyperspace again. I have the little bars.
Yeah. Again, you have about, I think it was a 5-second cooldown, because 30 is about 1/6 of a second. Okay. So you got 18 points that time.
So I'm behind yellow, basically.
Yep. So here we go. So 3 rounds left. Yeah, and when you're coming up to blank, you want to go diagonally, because you'll cover more ground that way.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But then all of a sudden, with those small blocks.
Yep, it's more advantageous to not go diagonally when you're erasing someone else's paint.
I see, yeah.
Yep. And you'll see the AIs know that too. Again, that's all integrated right into the AI core.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Again, now
I'm way behind at this round.
Yep. So let's see here. Again, I'm just going through the chat real quick, see if there's anything I want to respond to. But yeah, I'm so happy to see so many people very interested in this game. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of a round here. 3.
I get rid of some red
2,
here.
1, and okay.
Well, I ended up not doing. No, I wasn't
Too
that
bad.
great. But, so
2
2
more
more
rounds. Yep. Yeah. So thing I'll mention too. Again, there's like a ton of mix and do with teams. So. Oh, okay. Screen had just frozen for a sec. You're good now. So one thing you could do, like, think about, like, have, like, if you got 4 players, like at PRGE, take the other 4 AIs and put them all in the same team. So it can be like 4 teams of each player plus an AI companion.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, so ton of mix and match. Plus, thing too is, you think with, like, say, families, like, did you ever have, like, a younger sibling who was, like, too young to know how to play video games but wanted to play?
No, they could play this one.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Because
you might not be good strategy-wise.
Yeah, you can make him a griefer and just let him just kind of like mess around. Maybe, maybe move around, maybe not. But that way, the little one and still in diapers can play.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Plus, or even again, take an AI and put the AI and one in diapers on a team together. And so at least, then then the little one in diapers can actually compete, even if he doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, very, very, family oriented too. But a ton of ways you can really mix and match.
I didn't have any concept of what I was doing too much until, but I do kind of now. I could glance down at the score and look like right now yellow's doing really well. So I'm going to try to take out some yellow.
So you want to, think about yellow and go after yellow a bit. Try to cut yellow down to size before the time's up. But yeah, the last thing you want to do, you don't want to run over your own paint because that's kind of a waste.
Right.
Yep. And the AIs know that too. They'll avoid their own paint. They'll teleport if they kind of paint themselves in a corner. And here we go. This is it.
That's the end of the game.
Scores.
I came in last, but it was fun, and I knew what I was
doing. Overtime.
Oh, it's
overtime. Red and yellow tied for the lead. They're in overtime.
And I'm just watching this, right?
Yes. Yep. Because red and yellow tie for the lead, so it's just the two of them in a bonus round. Now, you'll see something funky happen to the scores as soon as the round ends.
Okay.
Because the way I built overtime is everybody that goes into overtime, their score gets set to 499. Everybody else's score gets cut in half from what it was.
Okay.
And I did that, I figured out the worst case scenario, and it was the only thing that would work because I had to avoid, I set it so the game would just end full stop if anybody got to 4 figures.
Oh, okay, yep.
Because it allows stuff to AI core. And red wins. So there we go. So red broke the tie. So red got 100 points and got a final score of 599.
Understood.
Yellow still had 499 from being in the tiebreaker. And your score was cut in half for not being in the tiebreaker.
Gotcha.
Yep. So you would have had either 98 or 99 points until the overtime happened.
And those scores weren't real far apart at the beginning or overtime.
Yeah, they were pretty close. Cool. But red and yellow tied there last second.
Is the blocker differences just cosmetic?
The what?
Are they called blockers? The little blocks.
Oh yeah, the colors don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just cosmetic. The only reason.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, the only reason I went with those 4 colors is just better contrast against the white canvas.
Now I noticed the AI when they were going, instead of going a straight pattern, they were going wavy. Is that?
Yes. Again, because they know you want to go diagonally when you're going over unpainted parts of the canvas. So yeah, they'll waver like that because then they're covering more ground.
So you wouldn't go just straight diagonal.
Yeah, rather than go straight, because then if you waver, you're covering about 50% more territory in the same amount of time. So yeah, the AIs are smart that way.
It is busy. I can see. I was watching that, just sitting back and watching that overtime as opposed to doing it myself. I was getting into a line and I was trying to go straight across to do a 2-block cross.
Oh yeah,
but it is quicker just to go like that. It covers.
It is. Yep. But yeah, there you have it. Because this game it's like World Series Major League Baseball. It's as much fun to watch as it is to play.
That's pretty cool right there. I like that. So.
Oh yeah. Up to you if you want to try another, or
I should try. Let's try one more, and then let's go and look at X-Ray.
Yep, nice.
Let's try one.
So we'll try different game mode.
What would you suggest that I go to? What do I have to? How do I get out?
Unfortunately, I had to make it so you have to reset.
All right, no problem. Reset. Done.
Yeah, I tried to make it so you could bounce back to the menu, but then I was hitting bugs, so I'm like, forget it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Anyway, so. Yeah, and again, normally you'd save to Flash, but we'll go back to game settings.
To enter.
Yep. This time, let's try one of the elimination rounds. You know what? We'll do elimination 2. So do game mode 8. So 0 enter, 8 enter.
8 enter.
Yep. So you'll see there's no argument because it's just whoever's the last one out. So we can keep all these the same if you like.
I will just leave those the same. That's fine.
So,
how many players will there be? I'll set that up next, right?
Yeah. So 5 enter.
5, enter, then
Yep.
number of players.
And yep. So player 2, we're going to make him an AI. So 2, enter.
2, enter.
Yep. And then 0, enter.
0,
Enter.
1. Oh, sorry.
Well, 0, enter, 1, enter.
My mistake. Okay, how do I back out
So
of this now?
clear.
Ah,
Yep, there you go.
0,
Yep. So 0, enter.
enter.
1, enter.
Enter.
There you go. And then 5, enter.
And 5, enter.
Yep.
And then just hit the side button to play, or 9.
Or 9, enter. Yep.
0,
in this case, you're not saving, so there's 0, enter. So yeah,
enter.
whoever does so again, this is elimination. So you'll see how it shows there's 0 rounds. That's because it's just going to be as many rounds as it takes until there's only 1 team left.
Which is like 3.
Yeah, so chances are it's just going to be 3 rounds. So yeah, again, whoever does the worst is going to be out. And then in this case, because you're playing elimination 2, whoever gets out turns into a griefer.
Still plays, right.
So this way you're not, you're still playing, you're just not participating for points.
Oh yeah, bugger!
So, yeah,
hyperspace to get right on top of me.
Yeah, if we get like a 4-player couch co-op, I could see this turning real ugly toward the later rounds. It's like, hey, everybody team up on Papa Pete here. Oh, Red's out.
Red's out. I survived.
Everybody
I'm happy.
So look at that, you're still in, and there's Red is now being a griefer. There it goes.
Back to white, right?
Yep. So, Red is going around turning everything white now. And then, and you see it's Jocelyn with the player 3 there, the brown player. Thing you want to do is whoever's a griefer, don't go near him. Oh, see, he was after you. I would have teleported, but yeah, he teleported first.
What number is the griefer again? 2?
Number 2, yeah. You'll see it because he's just leaving white in his wake and not any other color.
Right.
But yeah, for scoring, everybody who survives a round gets 100 points. So your final score is going to be 100 times the number of rounds you didn't get eliminated. But yeah, I'm looking at the chat here for Rab. Yes, 4-player couch co-op. And again, so Papa Pete's out. So you see, you got 100 points. So you stayed in the game after 1 round.
So I'm just going out.
You're a griefer. You can go racing all you want.
I don't like this guy in green. I can just go after his stuff and ignore everything else, even.
There we go. Yeah, if you want to stick it to tan, by all means, stick it to tan. Yep, totally up to you. But yeah, like I said, the 4-player couch co-op. If you do elimination mode 2, there's going to be beer bottles flying. There's got to be. It's going to be beautiful, and I want the video. Yeah, I'm looking at this one channel. Yeah. Just sitting here watching YouTube and eating popcorn. This is a perfect thing to get a bunch of people over your house, play off on Twitch live stream. I did make a Twitch category for this. Oh, and yellow's out. So there you go.
Yellow's out. So that's it.
Final
game
score.
Over. I come in 3rd. That's
because
cool.
you stayed in the game.
Fun.
Yep. There you go.
As I learn more about this, more similar than Splatoon than we were thinking, or less similar to Splatoon than we were thinking. Basic, but to me it seems very similar. Jeff, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. I like the addition of the griefers and go in and take the pain away.
Oh,
there is nothing like that in Splatoon.
No,
really?
No. Yeah, so that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, look at that.
That was really fun. I'll say that.
Thank you.
Now.
Yeah.
I really like that mode because I lost. Oh well, but you're still playing.
But you're still in. Yeah. It's like if you ever played dodgeball in gym class, where when you're out, you're not out of the game. You just go to the side on the opposing team and hope one of the live players will pass the ball to you, and
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even in like when Bomberman, like starting with the Dreamcast, I think it was, if you got out, you could still kind of like ride around the edge and try to get somebody out. And you could set it so if you got someone out with your bomb, you went back in. But yeah,
Mad Bomber.
Yeah, that started with a Dreamcast Bomberman. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, Saturn Bomberman had it, but they didn't have it where you could switch back
Yeah.
into the
Yeah,
game,
Saturn Bomberman.
I always thought it was really cool.
But yeah, still 10 players
nice.
on one console. You can't go wrong.
Well, you
I
got
got
hold
mine
it
right
up
over
there,
there, Michael.
Hold it up there. I gotta get... There you go. Show that again. Show that again.
Oh yeah, Saturn Bomberman. 10
yeah.
players, one console. Perfect thing for all.
That online somehow, because I bet you Jeff's probably got his out by now.
Well, I can show it real quick. It's right here.
Yep.
Too freaking cool.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, we like playing 8-player tournament mode in this.
Yeah.
8 people sitting around one TV fighting each other.
Yeah, to go higher than 8 players, of course, you have to go to the wide screen, which just shrinks everything.
Yeah.
So then, like, you pretty much have to play on Frank's 2,000-inch TV.
So that is Fubar right there, guys.
Yes.
Again, one last time, we're going to move on to the other game, but ROM is available digitally from Intellivision Collector. There may be physical copies left from Intellivision Revolution if you ask him, or maybe if he has enough people ask him, maybe he'll do another little print run of them. I don't know.
I'm totally hoping there's going to be another production run.
Now that he's taught me how to play, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's a fun game, and I want a copy of it. I want to get a copy for my collection, even though I could already play it. You know, I still, I love collecting these games. So it's one that I would like to have very much, very, very much. So
what's cool is before I knew how to play, I was watching it. I think, didn't you play it once, Pete?
I think I did play, because come to find out what I had to explain that, Mike, that was the 2005 demo version or something that I had.
That was the, again, that was from, because first, again, I built the prototype in 2004.
Yeah.
And then I let Dave Harley kind of add to it a little bit, because that synopsis feature I showed you on the main screen, that was actually his idea originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did the final version come out, Michael?
So yeah, so the final release came out in 2019. Because again, when in 2018 is when I started to build my portable Intellivision development environment, which again is how matter of fact, I don't have it, it's on my, but I could show you the exact phone and exact keyboard that I used to write Fubar, but I did it with a phone and a keyboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go on, because we have that was great. Let's go on and look at X-Ray and Dilligas. We still got a little bit of time.
So let me just see here. Unfortunately, I have to kind of fish things out here, so I'm kind of pulling things out. I pull out my Sydney Hunter games.
Oh yeah.
I have to pull out Takeover.
What is that? What was that one?
Takeover. Remember the unreleased Mattel game?
Oh, right on. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Ultimate Pong, and again, this game also has a 4-player mode in it
with the ECS.
Yep, cool. With ECS. Up Monsters.
Yep, in that one, lots.
Yep. Wizard of War.
Before we move on to the X-Ray Dilligas, which we'll do here in a second. There you go. Yep, I haven't even got mine out. Mine's rare. I don't even know where mine is. Ah, there it is.
But yeah,
there's mine. Right there.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Or I can make it even better. I can just do this now.
Oh yeah. Blow it up.
Right, that's the game right there. And that is available from Good Deal Games. It is not available in ROM format. You're going to see when I start my ROM, I have a ROM that came from to do a promotion with, to do this and to do a couple of videos. I'm going to do some videos on it from Good Deal Games. So you can't get the digital version as of yet. But I just got my physical version right here. I got it from Michael Thomason at Good Deal Games within the last couple of months. So really quite happy to get that. Then I got this one to do some videos. But before we play it, how quickly can you run down the list of games that you did?
Oh,
up to this point.
Yeah. So
pretty quickly. Let's just rattle right through them if we can.
So same game of robots.
Yeah.
Again, there were 2 releases, 2005, 2012. Then fast forward to Blix and Chocolate Mine.
The Chocolate Mine, okay. Yeah.
Yep. Then Fubar.
Fubar.
Then X-Ray Dilligas. Oh, I put it
That's
away.
been out for a while.
Sorry?
X-Ray Dilligas has been done for quite a while before it was released.
Yeah, I wrote it in 2020 and it got released in 2021.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
I was good enough.
Yeah. Then I went on to write Little Man Computer, and that's free.
Right.
That's not
Yep.
published.
Right.
So anybody can just go get that. And it works just fine in JZINTV. Because, yeah, I know pretty much nobody's got a tutor vision to my knowledge. Although, if anybody brings a tutor vision to PRGA, I'd love to see if somebody can get it onto their LTO flash and let me know if it works on original hardware. I'd love to know. Just putting that out there. But that's Little Man Computer. A Better Mousetrap.
Better Mousetrap. Love that game.
Yep, that's 2022. And then I think that's it for the physical stuff, but or for now at least. But
how
then,
many other games do you have in the works right now?
I got quite a few actually, because I know, like I wrote Hunt the Wumpus in 2018.
Yep.
I wrote Robot Finds Kitten in 2016. I wrote John Roddy last year, and actually my mother requested John Roddy, which is how I wrote that. And then I took another game. Sorry?
It's a dice game, right?
Yeah, dice game. So we're going to work on a release of John Roddy at some point. I know I'm working on, because just as I did that extensive ROM hack of Mousetrap, turning into a better Mousetrap, I did an extensive ROM hack of Melody Blaster.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping to get that released pretty soon.
Right on.
Couple, like there's another ROM hack which I'm going to keep under wraps, but another one that's going to get a release.
Good.
So
there's a lot. Basically, keep your head up. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe that you have been working on.
Oh yeah.
Sooner than later, maybe too, right? So that's great.
That's because I have another. There's another convention happening locally in November where there's actually going to be a Fubar tournament there.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Oh yeah. Cool. So, we're talking prizes and whatnot. So, there's going to be something new for that even. So even beyond Retro GameCon and PRGE.
Did you see that comment on there from Beverell?
Let's have a look. Yeah, if they do more strategy games, yes. Oh, Mastermind. Yeah,
I love Mastermind.
Funny that we're moving on to X-Ray here, because
I'd say there is a Mastermind game. I have no idea where it came from, but
because I was going to say, because again, X-Ray is based on the game Black Box, which is pretty much from like that same time period as Mastermind / Codebreaker.
Gotcha.
But yeah, here's what the back of the box looks like.
I'm gonna make it bigger here.
Oh yeah, for the original. Again, this is the original board game that inspired me to write X-Ray. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, Black Box it's called.
I don't know much about this at all, Michael.
Yep.
This is going to be harder to teach me than.
That's why I'm here.
Right on.
So I've got my board ready. I've got my diffusers ready.
Diffusers. Mercy.
Yep.
I've
got my, markers. So we're good to go here. Oops. Okay.
It is the 20s.
Yep, you recognize that from that was a nod to Clax.
Oh, okay, yep.
Because remember in the arcade, it would say it is the 90s and there was time for Clax.
So this is my copy.
Yep. Yeah, because again,
name on it, Pete.
Get my name right on it.
Yep.
Love it.
I did this personal wise only because I got the okay from Good Deal Games.
Yes. Yeah.
To have just this one digital copy out there, just for this show, and then for future video where he's promoting it.
That's awesome. I really appreciate it too.
Oh yeah.
Both Michaels, I really appreciate it. So that's awesome.
Totally.
All right, we'll get past this one, and we're on to the main menu. We got Dilligas.
So now,
one player.
The first thing I'll
Dilligas.
tell you. So there's 3 choices of music. Because if you want to play the music, you can. The 3 tunes, I went with like different moods. So the first tune, number 8, that's tune A, and that one's supposed to be like more studious. Like, say again, like
okay.
You know, imagine like, you know, you're me in my lab and you're curling up with a, you know, cup of warm apple cider and a book at night or something.
How do you change it?
So you can
8,
press
9, or 0.
Enter to go to tune B. Yep. And that one's meant to be more relaxed. And then 0 enter. And that one's more like you're happy. So
well, let's leave it that one.
Studious, relaxed, happy. Yep.
Studious? Yeah, it's all right. I like it.
Yeah. Again, it's a little more serious. Yep.
Well, I'm always kind of relaxed.
Yep.
But don't worry, be happy.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so we have picked our music. Where to next? Number of targets.
If you want to play, so you're probably going to want to play with 4 diffusers for X-Ray. I wouldn't recommend going any higher than that tonight.
Okay, perfect.
So 3 enter will get you into X-Ray.
Let's do it.
And I'm going to help you here. Now, first of all, the game doesn't start until you fire a laser. The second thing I'm going to describe, so everybody notice there's 2 boards. Just like, again, another nod to Clax. If you ever played, because I played, you know, I went to the arcade in 1990 and there was Clax. And it's a single player game, but there's 2 instances of the game running concurrently. So 2 people can just come down and just play independently of each other. So that's kind of an interesting feature there. So you have 2 instances of the game that just run at the same time. Okay, so now to start the game, so what you're looking at is you have your board here, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's 8 by 8 spaces,
right.
And then you have, I know you can't see it here, but on each side on your screen, you can see on each side there are 8 entry points, and they're all numbered. So you got 1 through 8 across the bottom, 9 through 16 going up the right side, 17 through 24 goes around the top.
Yeah, I see that now, yeah.
Okay, so to start the game, we're going to fire a laser. So what the computer has done, the computer has hidden 4 of these diffusers somewhere in that board. And it's up to us to figure out where they are. Now, there's 2 ways you can shoot a laser. You can move the disc and make the cursor appear. It won't start the game yet. Yep. So you'll notice, too, there's 2 cursors. You have your free moving cursor, and then there's another different colored cursor behind it, which is snapped to the grid. So you're always going to see exactly what cell you're looking at.
Okay, gotcha, yeah.
Yep. So there's 2 ways to fire a laser. One way is you can move to that entry point and then push the top action key. The other way is you can simply type it in on the keypad and then press enter. So
well, if I wanted to shoot right there, what would I type in?
Well, you can only fire from an entry point. So let's. But you know what? How about I'll play and you'll do what I tell you. So
that sounds good. Yep.
Let's start at entry point 1. So type 1 and enter.
Okay.
Again, we'll do it the keypad way. There's 2 ways. So there we now. Let me get my pieces here. So this is what just happened. Don't worry about the timer.
Okay.
Right now, the board looks like this, right?
Right.
Yep. Okay, so here's what happened. There's a diffuser right here. I knew that was going to be kind of rough. Anyway, all right, let me put these markers away. There's a diffuser right. Let's see. It's right here. Yeah. If you move your cursor 1 position to the left, Oh, right there. Yeah. Go ahead and push the top action key. Yep. So we just put a marker there. So what's happening is we're guessing that there's a diffuser hidden there. So this is what we know. So we fired a laser at entry point 1, and it came out the grid at entry point 30. So what the computer did was it marked both entry points 1 and 30 with an orange tile that had the same design. Now, what that design is doesn't matter. It just matters that they're the same.
Okay.
Yep, so the orange tiles came in pairs. So now, knowing what we do, let's try firing at entry number 24.
Where?
Yep, so,
okay.
Yep, again, there's two ways you can do it. You can move the cursor up to number 24 and then push the top action key, or you can type it in. Yep, go ahead. Now, see how that time it used smiley face symbols, but
right.
The same thing happened. So the way the laser works, let me start to draw it for you here on my thing. So unfortunately, I meant to bring a box of tissues with me so I could erase her, but give me a sec. I'm trying to use my sweat to erase this. But I'll show you what's going on here, because if I can draw it on here, it'll make more sense. Hoping I don't break this. Again, I meant to bring my some tissues with me. Okay, so let me. Oh, here we are. I need a. Okay, here we go. Okay, don't worry about the timer. It times out at 60 minutes, so we're in good shape. Okay, 29. Okay. So.
Dave Akers makes some great games and has. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I wrote the music myself. I wrote my own music. But yeah. So here's what the board looks like so far. So we have this one diffuser that we marked.
How do you know it's over one like that?
The laser did this. It traveled north. When there's a diffuser diagonally ahead of the laser, it turns 90 degrees away from that diffuser.
So in other words, those two match up, so you know it's there.
Yep. So I had to put a diffuser here because that made the most sense. Then we shot a laser at entry point 24, and the same thing happened. It came to here, traveled south. That same diffuser caused it to bend away and go out the side.
Well, that confirms there's no other.
Yeah. So we've already eliminated 25% of the board.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would go when I'd shoot at 21.
Well, you can't see you.
Hey, Pete, change your screen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
No problem. Let's see what you got. But yeah.
There we go. I would shoot at 21.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that one went straight across, maybe. In any case, it came out directly across the way it came in. We don't know if it bent or not, or it could just be that all those three columns have no diffusers.
That's what I'm reading, that there's nothing in those three columns.
Yep. There's a chance it could have bent 4 times too, but we don't know yet. Let's try, what do you think, 17?
17, sure. 17 or 19, I'd say. 17 would be good, though.
Yep, let's see what happens. Okay, so same thing.
Okay, so there's one right here.
Yep, there's one right there. Yep, so go ahead and mark that.
How do I mark it again? Hit the top button?
Top button, yeah. Yep, bottom left is for quitting, and bottom right is for submitting your answer. Yep. Okay, so we got 2 more diffusers to find. Let's try, let's try number 8, see what happens.
And that just confirms,
so yeah, that confirms it. So those other 2 are probably in that one column between 6 and 19. If we shoot straight across, it's just going to hit. So that would just be a waste of a laser.
So why don't I go to like 10?
Let's try 10, see what happens. Okay, that one went right across. So there's nothing down there. So the other 2 got to be up at the top or something.
I go up here to 5, maybe, or 15.
Yeah, 15. Let's see what happens. Okay, that one hit. Red means the laser, it hit a diffuser, so the particles just scattered, so it didn't exit anywhere.
So there's one in this column, is what it's telling me.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, or it bent and then hit. We don't know yet. Try 20.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly.
Aha! So we know exactly what's going on right there.
One right here.
Yep, and that's probably the one that number 15 hit. So go ahead and mark that. So we got one more to find. Try number 9. I got a feeling. Oh, no. Okay. So that wasn't it. 22 is probably gonna hit. What is 27?
I'd like to try 5.
Okay. Yeah, let's try 5.
I don't think there's one in 5.
Right.
I think there might be one I think there's one down in that lower part, maybe. No, maybe not.
Yep. Let's see what happens. Aha, look at that. Okay, so that one, it traveled. That one diffuser closest to the top, it bent, but it bent again to travel north. Right. Aha. I have an idea.
So it got to here.
You know what? Yeah, and then it traveled west,
this way,
which tells me
it went this way. So that tells me that the other one is right here.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, nope.
No.
Top action key first to put that. Yep. Put that last diffuser into place there. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Yep. Top button, right?
Yep. Top button. Clear that queue out. Press the clear button. Q is for quit. Press clear.
Oh, I see it up top. Clear.
Yep.
Clear. You know what? That was just me hitting it with my palm of my other hand.
Yeah, you want bottom right button for submit.
So I just hit that now, right?
Bottom right, yep. So that's S for submit. Now press enter. Good job. Hey. Yep.
So can you explain this red square? Why did it
the red square
18?
Yep, because there's 3 things that happen when a laser travels into the grid. A red square means that somewhere along the way, that laser hit a diffuser. So you see where that red square is at 15? That laser traveled west into the grid, and then it hit that diffuser directly ahead of it. Now, one of the rules is there is another diffuser beneath it. So, and now this is covered in the instructions. Sorry?
Normally, if the one diffuser wasn't on top,
yes,
it would have changed directions and hit 18, right? Okay.
If not for that one diffuser up above, it would have changed direction and gone out at number 18. Right. Hitting takes precedence over turning. Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the special cases. I'm glad it did that because, see, in the instructions, I originally had like a special arrangement that covered all the rules in a single arrangement. But yeah,
that's kind of neat.
Yep. So that's X-Ray. Do you want to try another one, or do you want to go to Dilligas, or what?
I'd say we go to Dilligas because we're a quarter after already. So let's go to Dilligas.
So
no problem.
Go ahead, Pete. Well, I'm just going to ask a question.
Well, I'd love to answer because
the 2 screens have nothing to do with each other. 2 different people play.
That's right. Yeah.
But I suppose you could play against each other, but see who could get the diffusers first. Yeah.
Yep. To get out of this game, press the bottom left action button.
That's a cool setup.
Yep. Or if you want to play the other board, feel free. Up to you.
I could do that, couldn't I? So.
Yep, because it's all set up, ready to go. Just no music is all. Hello, Rev.
Hey, Rev. Rev? Oh, there's Rev. Oh.
Yep. Okay, so that one hit. So there's a diffuser there somewhere. Yep. That one hit too. Okay, so we know what to do there. However,
hold it. No, right here.
Oh yeah, right there. Yep. Because that other laser traveled south, so it just kept going somewhere. Yep.
I'm going here.
Yep. Okay, so you know what to do there.
Right there.
Yep. Yep, so we got 2 more. Aha. Most likely one there. Now the fact those 2 had hit, yep, we got a pretty good chance of finding that last one. So yeah, we'll put a diffuser there. So far, so good. Now let's just see what's going on. So that last diffuser is somewhere over there in the, it's probably going to be in the far, oh, okay, that one turned yellow. Now, yellow means the laser bounced back and came out of the grid the same way it went in. There's 2 ways that can happen. One is if it tried to pass, like if you have 2 diffusers that are spaced 2 apart from each other.
Yeah.
Like, say this. I don't know if you can, or how about this? Can you see this?
Yeah. If you hit it right in the middle there.
Yeah. If it tries to go between 2 diffusers, it has nowhere to go but back. So that will cause a reflect, as that's called. But another thing that can happen, if there's a diffuser right on the edge of the grid, if you shoot next to it, it can't get in the grid at all.
So it's
chances are that last diffuser is right in front of number 27, right up above you.
Oh, right here?
Yep. I'll bet you, because that one at the top turned and then hit that same diffuser that's up there already. Yep, go ahead and mark right there.
How would it turn and hit the...
You'll see it. Yep, go ahead and mark that. You see that red one at the top?
Yeah.
That red one at the top. See that where you shot at number 23? Yep.
Right.
So it traveled south, then it turned east right there and hit that one.
Ah.
That's what happened. So I'll bet you that's your answer right there. So go ahead and submit. Bottom right button and enter.
There it is.
Beautiful. 2 for 2.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay. So like bottom left will get you out of here.
Bottom left will get me out of here. Bottom left. Bottom left. There we go.
Yep. So you'll see for both players, for 4 diffusers, it keeps the best time and the fewest number of lasers shot. Now there's no JLP. It doesn't save to flash. But anyhow, let's go ahead and you can. So you have a chance if you want to change your music, you can, or we'll just jump right into Dilligas.
I'm no longer happy. I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed now. Okay, 1 enter for Dilligas. You're not going to be relaxed for long. You're gonna. You see that bouncing golden cursor thing?
Yes.
You can offset its trajectory, trying to catch all the gumballs.
Oh, I'm trying to catch them?
Yep. Every time you catch them all, you get 1 point and a little extra time. That's all you're doing. It's just a constant race against the clock, and this will unrelax you real quick.
So you're just pushing the disc?
Yep. You're pushing the disc.
Like a sliding in and out a little bit as it's going.
You can move the disc in all 16 directions. This is a 16-directional game.
Oh, thought I had it. 3, 2. I thought I had it again. Ran out of time, so that's it.
So you got 2 points. So you can press the bottom left button to get out of here. Or you can press bottom right to play again. Aha.
Oh, I did. I'm playing it again. That didn't take very long.
No problem. And just like with X-Ray, it keeps your best score for Dilligas. Yeah. I wanted to make this game very, very colorful. So, yeah, I just went nuts with like colored squares mode. And then, yeah, I tried to get all 16 colors into this. If you play with 7 targets, you'll have 7 gumballs you have to catch for a point. Yeah.
Come on, I
think
at least
4. Yep.
Bugger.
Yep. Yeah.
1.
1 point. That's.
I tied my score in Desert Bus.
Yes. Look at that. But at least
it is not 3D.
At least it didn't take you 8 hours.
Put those on again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty cool. How does it look with 3D glasses?
Well, it's not. It's oh god, it's so weird.
Has anyone played with 3D glasses? Yes.
What if I told you?
It, though.
In my original 90s brainstorm session, I did have in mind a few 3D glasses games.
This is pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, one of them was going to be based on, you remember Weird Al's Nature Trail to Hell?
I can't believe it that I don't.
I was going to say, Pete, sure you know that.
Oh yeah, that was from his second album, which is titled In 3D.
In 3D, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Okay. I've listened to it 5,000 times, so yes.
Yeah, his last song on that album is Nature Trail to Hell. So I was thinking of, having a game where you wear 3D glasses and just titling it Nature Trail to Hell. Oh, you got to beat your high score of 2.
Oh, come on.
You can do it.
So the control, you're basically
2,
pushing.
1.
For freak's sakes. Yeah, just basically sliding it out. It's going.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have full control, but you're kind of pushing against the.
I'm trying to think of what it's like. I'm thinking of another game that the things go in as you go. You're sliding in and out.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, because there was a.
Thank you.
There was a game in. Oops, did I get that right? Yes, I did. Yep, Benvril. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, because there was a game very similar to this that inspired me to write this. Now, I don't know if you want to. You can fire up the 2-player mode of Dilligas because the 2-player mode will basically play itself, and you'll see why. Go ahead and let it go.
Woof.
In this one, what happens is, now it's covered up by the chat right now, but the left player has the black reservoir and the right player has the white reservoir. When the silver cursor hits a gumball, whatever color it's looking at in the center, like that little hole in the middle, it will go to that player's reservoir. So what happens is both players are competing to control that same bouncing cursor. You want to try to make it not hit a gumball if it's going to go to your opponent. So you're going to have one player steering it toward the gumball when it's over the right color, and the other player trying to steer it away from that gumball when it's the wrong color.
That is a really neat concept.
But yeah, this game you can just let it sit and just let it play itself, because it totally does. And then just take bets on who's going to win, pretty much. It's almost like horse racing at this point. Yep. Yeah, so this one's really quick and fun. But yeah, again, you want to talk about chairs getting thrown at PRGE, this game will do it.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well, right on. That is friggin' awesome, Mike.
Yeah.
Jumped. I'll go back to the other screen here. Let's see.
Bottom left to get out. Yep. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And I got such an appreciation for it. It's hard to pick up a game. There's something special about you sitting here and telling us about these games and how to play them, and I have so much of a better feeling for the game now because I can feel how much you love it, frankly, too. And that
very much
think more about it and appreciate the different nuances that are in the game that I might not even notice on my own.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? If I just pick up, you figure it out. It's frustrating. Well, you explained everything to me. Fubar is a blast, man. Fubar is a blast, and that's pretty fun too. Both of them. Both of them were. So I'm really thank you very much for showing me.
Absolutely, and
everybody else in the chat. I mean, that's
way fantastic. Better than reading a manual, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
So
because see the thing too with with my design methodology is I wanted games that had a lot of pickup and play value. Like, I was going to grab my Evercade EXP. It's in the other room, but see the cool thing about the Evercade is I can just this is one of my favorites. I'll go out with the Data East games, and I'll just pop in, Burger Time and Lock and Chase Arcade. Oh, it's in there already. It's in my Evercade.
Yeah.
But I'll have it with me. I'll go out to like Starbucks, go on a date with my wife, and I'll just, whip out
That was a nice
my
catch.
Rush pillow. Anyway, that, or I'll whip out. I was just saying, I was just bragging because I have the Codemasters collection, but some of the Codemasters games are just really, really fun on the Evercade. But see, what I wanted was.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, see, what I was going for when I write my games is I'm going for pick up and play value. I want a game where you may have to take a little bit of time to learn it, but once you know how to play, you can just pick it up and go. And just like if you got 5 minutes, great. Just fire it up, play, go, and then be on your way. Same thing with like, Chocolate Mine. That's another one. Just pick it up. You got only 5 minutes. Great. Just fire it up, play. Okay, you're done. Go. It's just that quick, and it saves your score to flash, which is awesome. But that's the kind of thing I was going for. I wasn't going for like, because a lot of these games are fantastic. Like I'm not gonna golden shower on any of the other fantastic releases here. Well, here one. I was looking at like I was thinking of Star Wars Godland Third. Like it's an excellent game by all means.
Absolutely.
Yep. So it's just like, I tell people, I'm not competing to have like a better game. We have where is it? Like I just got finally my very own copy of Pandora Incident. Like,
nice.
Obviously X-Ray and Fubar are not Pandora Incident. They're not Infiltrator. And these are, excellent games in their own right.
Yep. Absolutely.
But, again, I'm just writing games where you can just pick it up and play and just have fun if you only have a couple of minutes.
And games like the last one, like Dilligas is a little easier to figure out. Pretty simple, nice little fun game to play, short game. X-Ray takes some figuring, and you explained it very well. And I don't know if a manual would be able to explain that to you. I don't know if I'd be able to learn that from a manual, but I felt I did very well from you there. I was sitting there going, okay, well then this is it, and bang, it was.
Where's your lingerie, dear?
No, I only came in here because is it time to go to school? I don't know.
It's 9 p.m., dear.
Oops.
See, I have this running joke that if my wife ever interrupts my Thursday morning coffee live streams, she's got a model lingerie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I only do that just to disincentivize her from kind of like barging in on a live stream.
I'm not trying to barge in.
No. I know, dear. I'm just having fun with you, dear. I know, dear. You're fine.
Yeah, we were talking about this beforehand. Mike and I, we're going to do this again sometime for some of his other games that are coming down the pipe. So I think this has been fantastic. I think the guys in the chat have really appreciated it. And I really think that maybe they'd overlook these games because there's choices to be made out there. But now that they see these games, they go, okay, that does look like a fun friggin' game. So they're going to grab the ones they can. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you again for doing it. I know you got to go to work tonight a little later on. You got a little break before you go.
I got the okay to go later. Yep.
True. Right on. I like dancing girls. Yes, I do. I like the dancing girls in my streams there for sure, Rev. You're right. Yep. And I think you do too. You do too.
Well, yeah. Especially when it's my wife. Right, dear? Oh, I'm getting the stink eye. Okay.
Well, yeah, I would be.
No,
anyway, it's 10:30. It's the time. So until next time, guys, thank you all so much for joining us. I'm trying to think anything else. Jeff, what's GoGameGo tomorrow night? What's going on tomorrow night? What do you got coming down?
Open chat and then a live stream of something on Thursday. Got a couple ideas, not 100% sure yet. And then I will be doing one more video of one of these guys.
Oh, that's cool. Those things are neat.
Just came in. And that's it.
Right on. And Mike, what did you say about your Twitch streams? Tell us about your Twitch streams again. In case anybody here is not aware of them. And
thank you so much. Yes. You know what? I'll drop a link in the chat too. Because let's see here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, on Thursday mornings, like very, very early in the morning, like 6:30 Eastern time in the morning, I'll play Intellivision right from my very own portable Intellivision development environment for about maybe 2 or 3 hours. And that's on Thursday mornings just because of my schedule. So I'm on the fence if I want to do one this week because it's so close to the convention, but I'm thinking I will go ahead and do it. But yeah, I always, because what I live stream from is the very same environment that I used to write my games in. So what you're seeing is pixel for pixel, the same environment I used to write my games. And then I wrote a Python application where I can just, because I'm using INTY, which is the best emulator that's out there for like compatibility.
Yep, for sure.
The problem is most people won't use it because you have to type everything in a big old command line command.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote a program where you just get all your games just show up in a list. You pick one, and it just splashes the whole screen with all the assets. So I always start off, I play Cloudy Mountain to start off every stream, and I just pick it from the list. I hit play, and then boom, right away, you get the box, you get the manual, you get the overlay, and the game window. Go. It's just that simple. So it just took all the command line headache out of INTY. So I'll just play right in my very own environment, and I just have a great old time for about 2 or 3 hours. And of course, I'll sip some faux coffee before I'm on my way in the morning. So that's always been a lot of fun. I got a couple people right from the community here just started joining in and just having a great old time. And I finally, reached affiliate. So that just means it's starting to, So that was a really big milestone just this past, I see that here in the chat. Yeah, replay of my Thursday stream.
That's cool.
And it's funny because, sometimes because I'm just getting off of work, is sometimes you'll see me fall asleep, for a second on the stream. It's like, oh, shoot, I lost another life in thin ice. Maybe I'll stay awake next time. Something.
There you go.
All right.
And listen, the guys, of course, next Wednesday, I'm on my way to PRGE. So Tuesday night, I'll be out of town, but I'm going to have a special Papa Pete interview replay on next week. And I think what I'm going to play is I'm going to play the replay that I did with the Intellivisionaries. I'll do a little blurb. It'll be on at 9 o'clock Papa Pete time, 8 o'clock Eastern, next Tuesday night in place of the live stream. And there'll probably be one set up after that as well. There will be some videos while I'm gone. Casey and I will have a video release on Saturday morning of PRGE. So what's that, like the 13th or 14th or something like that? And I'll have some videos done before that, sort of scheduled and releasing while I'm gone, I hope. And of course, the shorts will always be coming out. I'll be doing more 125 shorts as well in the future. Just a little hiatus right there because those are a lot of work. Those are quite a few hours work compared to some of the other stuff that I do. So I'm going to be away. You never know what you're going to see in the channel from PRGE as well. I'm taking my phone and my cameras and all this stuff. So I hope to get lots of footage from there. And I also hope to have some footage from the underground lair out in Vancouver with C-Mart and Luke. And we're going to have a good time out there. The Intellivision Collector and C-Mart together. There's nothing but trouble. And they're just going to talk about the plants on the wall. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks again, all of you, for joining us tonight. This was great. Better than I expected. And I expected it to be fun. And it was better than I expected, Mike. So thank you again so much for that.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Visit Mike at Retro Games Con and Rev. I think Rev's going to be there, or at least Rev stuff's going to be there with Mike on this weekend as well. Yep. So on that note, guys, I find the right spot here. I will sign
Dancing
off.
Girl.
What's that one? Oh, yeah.
Dancing Girl.
Dancing Girls. Yep. We'll get some Dancing Girls on here if I can figure out what I'm doing here. All right. On that note, night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Hello. I am Michael Hayes from Midnight Blue International. I am the author of the Bump and Jump level editor, along with Fubar, A Better Mousetrap, and many other Intellivision games and ROM hacks. You are watching Papa Pete, the Old Guy Gamer.
been grown up.